Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's Friday. That means it's This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora.
Yes, sir. How
There
are
you
you?
go.
I'm good.
Don't ask.
Thanks to everybody who sent me birthday wishes yesterday. I appreciate it. Another trip around the sun, and it was nice.
How many? How many trips?
It's been 75 trips.
So you're celebrating your 54th anniversary of your 21st birthday.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. My anniversary was, 2 weeks ago? And when we got married, actually, my mom had to come and sign for me to get married. I had been to Vietnam. I had
Been drunk a dozen times.
I didn't drink too much then. And she had to come down to the county building and sign because I was 20 years old. And you had to be 21. Girls could be any age. Linda was fine. She was 20 as well. And I was 20 and go get a parent.
Really?
So, yeah. So mom came down and signed for the wedding certificate. And we got married on February 6th. And my birthday's the 19th. So that was a 13-day layover. But yeah, I was a combat veteran. I had done stuff, but you can't get married. So
you've celebrated your 54th anniversary?
54th anniversary was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Good.
Good times.
I'm happy.
You're
Grand
happy?
scheme of things, yeah, I am.
Is
You know,
Miss
we've been-
Linda
we've
happy,
been-
though? See?
Well, I'm still here, so
You're alive and breathing.
Yeah, I'm alive and breathing and sleeping in the same house and same bed. So that's a good
Hey,
thing.
there you go.
That's a good sign. No,
There you
she's
go.
my honey. She's been good for me and good with me, so it's worked out well.
There
It's
you
worked
go.
out well.
That's all that matters.
Yes, sir.
Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
No, sir. No, sir. It's, every once in a while, I'll manage to get something. I'm like, oh, okay, little wins here and there, but that's in the grand scheme of
Hey,
things. It's- She's my
This
honey.
Week in
She's my
Real
honey.
Estate.
But she runs a business too. She takes care of all the brainiac stuff. You know,
She
I come out
spins
and
the
do
plates
this.
and makes sure
She's-
they stay.
Boy, she sure does too. And she, it's amazing sometimes to see her just keep all the things going, and I just stay out of the way.
The real estate world is so changed. I had a real estate license back in '85,
Yeah, it's changed.
and it's been a bit different.
Yeah, it's a little
You know, you've got all these extra disclosures you've got to have, and all these other forms that have to be. If you don't have somebody that's dedicated to that portion of the business, you're probably going to be in trouble somewhere along the way.
Yeah, it's going to catch up with you. It is, and those are the places that she spends. She takes care of all the paperwork, makes sure everything's done, makes sure that there's so many times signatures back and forth, and making sure that they're done in a timely manner. And things have changed. I mean, it's dramatic. You were probably on 1 or 2 pages of contract.
If it was a land deal only, it was a 1-sheet piece of paper. If it was a home, there was a 2-sheet.
Yeah. I mean, they're now it's 14. You know, it's and we're lucky here. The real estate commission and everything that runs the real estate here is much more reasonable and understanding of how easy it is to get, how much easier, I won't say how easy it is, how much easier it is to get things done. We had a deal going with somebody who was moving to Virginia, and the agent there wanted to see the contract here, that they were actually under contract and were selling the house before they went forward out there. And I sent her the contract, and it was a couple of years ago, and it was like 13 pages. And she called me up, she says, "Where's the rest of the contract?" And I says, "That's it, that's the contract." And she says, "Our disclosure is like 25 pages, let alone the contract to sell." Wow. So, you know, if you go to California, in any of the, it seems like any of the bluer states, it gets worse, and the reds have a tendency to be a little more simple and just realistic as far as what's actually getting done. Everybody's protected. There's no difference in the amount of protection or assistance that you're getting to buy or sell your home. It's just less paperwork. It's actually easier because people can understand. It's a lot easier to sit down with somebody and be able to go over that thing within 5-10 minutes. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're carrying around a phone book full of stuff, They don't know. Then they don't know what they're doing. You know? And it's actually worse for people. And that's when they drag the lawyers. Well, have your lawyer look at it, which is something we really don't do. Mm-hmm. You know, and the same thing with the closings even. A lot of places you have to have an attorney to close. Well, here, they do a little quick review. You know, they'll send it over to Roger Morgan or whatever, and they'll blow through it and say, yeah, it's the same as all the rest of them, and go from there. Some of these other places, it's not like that. So we're blessed to be here. Simple is good, and you know, happy people. People are a lot happier. We were at NACPAC last night, and there was a couple there that had just moved here from Baltimore, and they said they love it more and more every day. You know, just to be able to take a deep breath and just get away from that and realize that there is another world out there besides being in the big city and with regulations and traffic and all the other stuff. Hence, we come to God's country.
That's it.
Yep.
And be glad to help anybody move here that wants to come, as long as they don't come with the idea they're going to make a change.
Exactly. You know, because you're just going to be frustrated. You really are. You're just going to be frustrated if you think you're going to come here and change people here. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you got to be willing to roll. And
This is Mayberry, but it's the next best thing.
no, it's not Mayberry, and we shouldn't really think of it in that way. We're small town America, and when we try to put improvements in it, we try to help something to grow. You look at how realistic it is to get it off the ground, and say, nope, we're a little too small for that, or you say, yeah, this type of thing is going to work here, and we could use that. And so that's why you see 6 coffee shops here, and I'm sure there's somebody looking to build more. There's a market for it, and you can do that. And those are, you know, they started off as mom and pop operations. Now they're getting, you know, 7 Brew and I don't know the name of the other one. It's up on the hill over there. Shadrack's, that's it. And I don't know any background. I'm not that type of coffee drinker. I'm kind of a Keurig guy.
Solid black.
And that's it, just black. But there's a market for that, and that's why they're still open. Restaurants get open.
You know, we joke around and talk about being Mayberry in a small town USA, but we are the largest high school within a 50-mile radius.
Oh, I'm sure.
We've got probably one, if not the largest hospital within a 50-mile radius.
Oh, yeah.
We've got numbers of doctors that they don't have in some of the big cities around Springfield, even Fayetteville or Little Rock.
Yeah.
You know, so we've got amenities here that they don't have in other places.
Yes, sir.
You know, so with the hospital, with that said about the hospital, we have outlying clinics that are managed by the local hospital that are in, I think, 9 or 10 other communities
Yeah,
or
they're
other
spread
smaller
out.
towns spread out.
Sure.
As far away as 65 or 70 miles away.
Yeah.
You know, in the school that is here, we've got Arkansas State University of Mountain Home
The
that
library.
that offers classes and has kids from
Yeah.
all over the country. And we've got probably the largest library, again, within a 50-mile radius. So we joke about being Mayberry too, but we're not. We are Mountain Home, Arkansas, and we're glad to have you here if you want to come join us.
Yes, indeed. You know, there's a lot to do. There's a lot going on. People are surprised when they see what's going on. They come in thinking it's like, oh, okay, this is like a regular place.
But you don't have a Target, and you don't have a this.
Yeah.
But it's only like
But
90
you
minutes
can
away.
drive. Exactly. And then you come back
that
here.
it normally would take you to drive from your home to work, you can drive from here to Springfield.
Pretty close. That's true. That is true. It is true.
And see all kinds of good stuff on your way.
And that's the thing. It's a nice drive. You're not just looking at tailpipes and tall buildings. You know, you're looking out. There's moo cows out there. There's moo cows. And, you know, and the different farms and in the mountains and hills. But coming from the flatlands, there are mountains in the background and stuff. And that's just a great environment to be in. You know, and to have those schools, where people know you, to be able to walk into the bank and we have actual banks here that you can walk into, which is something that's done every place else. Now everything is all cards and stuff, and have them go, hey, how you been? That's a big deal.
I went to Walmart yesterday for the first time in at least 18 months. I don't do Walmart. I knew what I was going for, knew where it was, and I was in there for 35 minutes. Hey, where you been?
Yeah.
What you up to?
Yeah.
How about this sport or that sport?
Yeah.
6 or 7 people before I got out.
Sure. And that's why people go this. They'll go to just socialize. There's people that walk around there. They don't buy anything. They got a little basket with nothing in it. Just
Yeah,
walking
people
around,
think
looking
turkey-
to see Susie
people
or
think
Billy.
turkey
or-
talks about the turkeys. It's about
Yeah.
the family reunion you're going to have on the square.
That's right. That's
Let's
right.
take a look at your numbers.
I one other thing.
Oh boy.
Well, we had an instance where we had sold a house, and the buyer had it inspected. Everything was fine. They did the walkthrough. They took the house. Once it's yours, it's yours. So he has an issue with his heating unit. He called Linda, who wasn't his agent, but he knew she would get this done. He called Linda and said, the furnace is broke. You got to call the seller. And I called a company here in town who will remain nameless, and they said that it was going to be, like, over the phone, told him it's going to be over $17,000 to get this repaired, and he didn't want to get involved in that. Linda says, "Phew, take a breath. We'll find out what the problem is here, and we'll go from there." So Linda called Jim Brown Company, who's the sponsor of this show, who's been a benefactor to us in Marion County for different things. And they had somebody over there within a day, and it may have been even that day, got in there, took a look, said it's like a $200 part that nobody would have found in an inspection anyway, whatever it was that was broken. Bob don't know nothing about that. This Bob does, but this Bob doesn't. They came out there, they got the part, they came back, they fixed it. Like I said, it was a couple $100, and quick, clean, great service. I can't say enough good things about Jim Brown Company and all of the employees.
And the homeowner was very happy.
And the homeowner was ecstatic that he was able to pull this off and just be nothing. You know, that it wasn't, and he realized that it wasn't, nobody's hiding anything on him, just stuff happens.
You know, you have to explain to people all the time. Just because you had it inspected today doesn't mean something won't break tomorrow. It's just like driving your car. You've got four tires full of air. 15 minutes later, you could have a flat. It's got nothing to do with anybody other than the circumstance.
Yeah, just stuff.
Better look at your numbers.
Okay, this week in real estate, there were 39 new listings come on the market, 5 commercial properties, 5 parcels of land, 29 homes came on the market. They range in price from $89,000 to $1.2 million. There were 23 properties that sold, 7 parcels of land, 16 homes closed. They range in price from $600,000 to $46,000. So the average sale price this week was $194,000 with 123 days on market. 8 properties expired. There were 24 residential price changes. Picking up again. Currently, there's 459 homes listed on the MLS. 170 of them are in Mountain Home. Year to date, for 2026, we've had 110 homes sell. Median price is $217 with 100 days on market. In 2025, there had been 125 homes that sold with the median price of $206 with 62 days on market. Better, you can go through COVID. If you go back to 2019, the year before COVID, there was 101 homes that sold. The median sale price then was $120,000 with 100 days on market. So we're at $98,000, $900,000. A lot difference between then and now
Absolutely.
in a very short period of time. So that's why the prices, buyers, that's why there's homes that are on the market, and that's why buyers aren't quite willing to jump into that. So if you want to come up on the market, you want to get sold, not listed, get sold, 2 different things. Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. And check out the website, retiredoarkansas.net. The cameras look great this morning. It's really cool with the sun coming up. This time of day, this time of year is cool. And but give my honey a call, 870-405-0793.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. We'll be back.